white shirts for Ireland tonight as the drizzle falls on the Aviva Stadium. A game being refereed by Mark Courtney from Dungannon in County Tyrone, a regular in the Irish League and a FIFA referee whose biggest night was in the San Siro Stadium. John O'Shea at right back. And forward towards Walters, it's cut out there by Vaughan, who had a spell in the Spanish second division with Real Sociedad, and now of Blackpool. Helped on by Doyle, but that was Collins. James Collins, the captain, the one of the two Collins at the back who is rather lacking in the hair department. How to tell them apart. And Wayne Hennessy, the Wolverhampton goalkeeper from North Wales, thumping it forward. And out of play, first involvement at the top international level for Kieran Clark.
Looking forward to watching Coleman tonight. Seen him on television a few times and he's been in very impressive form. You know, the Everton supporters really love him on Merseyside. Hopefully he can do it at international level.
Ricketts, the Bolton Wanderers left back, and this is Vaughan. Dispossessed by Walters. Ricketts with the challenge. It's come free to Coleman, but the flag has gone up there. Mark Courtney right on the spot says free kick against Ricketts.
Yeah, nice and alive from Walters early on in the game. It's good to get a good first touch. He did. It was a bad tackle from Ricketts. Ireland have got a free kick in a good position.
Wait for the whistles as the referee. And whilst marshalling forces just inside their penalty area, Damien Duff will take the free kick. Whistle sounds, Duff floats it in. It's won by James Collins. And Robson Canu's lost it. Whelan tries to chip the keeper. And the first shot in anger is a little chip from Glenn Whelan that just goes too high.
A bad mistake by Canu. Centre forward at the back. Doesn't always work out. Tries to play a pass, misplaces it. Glenn Whelan just tries to float it with his left in the far corner. I think if it was on his right, he'll batter it. He'll hit it hard. But that time he just tried to place it and it was too high.
Glenn Whelan, who was an unused sub for Stoke at the weekend. Very much a part of Trapattoni's plans. Making his 26th appearance in the Irish team. And Richard Dunn, one of the three Aston Villa players on the pitch. And Ricketts stepping in there, but it'll be Dunn once more. Dunn forward towards Doyle, beaten there in the air. Danny Collins. Whelan involving himself, but this is Vaughan. And Vaughan directing it back out of trouble to the goalkeeper Hennessy as Walters arrives. Hennessy with the clearance. That was towards the wing where Simon Church of Reading just failed to keep it in play.
I think that's what we'll see a lot with Walters, chasing lost causes. He's one of those players who gives 110% every game. He's a bit of a nuisance up front, closing people down, closing goalkeepers down.
St. Ledger, it's Danny Collins was there. That's Crofts, Andrew Crofts of Norwich City, and Vaughan of Blackpool. And on the wing, it's Hal Robson-Kanu. Exciting talent, just 21 years of age, and this just his third cap for Wales, but two Irishmen dispossess him. And Whelan sends it forward to Doyle. They've got the freedom of Wolverhampton at the weekend for the winning goal against Manchester United, and Duff was just offside.
Duff's not happy about it. It's very close. Centre back seems to have him maybe just on, but the linesman's give it. Duff was not happy.
All officials from Northern Ireland, Eamon Shanks, the senior assistant, and Andrew Neeson on the far side, who gave the decision. And it's meanwhile gone to the other end of the pitch for a goal kick. And the first touch of the game to Shay Given. Robert Earnshaw, a career that didn't quite take off the way many thought it might. Now in Nottingham Forest at the top of the championship.
But he's always scored goals wherever he's gone, the lad. He's a good goal scorer.
Free kick awarded to Wales. James Collins and Eardley. Eardley, Vaughan, still going through there towards Earnshaw, cut out by St. Ledger. Damien Duff. Kieran Clark. St. Ledger over the head of Vaughan in the middle there. And Whelan for O'Shea. And no offside this time. It's Walters against James Collins. Now taken on by Coleman. Seamus Coleman's first involvement. It's come to Duff's. Teasing ball swept across the front of the goalkeeper. Damien Duff. Danger zone again. Back to assist was Vaughan. And a clearance by Eardley. And Richard Dunn in the way to send it right back again. And that'll come to Duff on the wing. Doyle and Walters in the middle. Hoisted towards Doyle. Oh! Hennessy was uncertain about that. And he didn't make contact. It's out for a goal kick, the referee has indicated.
Yeah, Duff had a big smile on his face. He tries to whip one in. The wind catches it. And it nearly did it hit the post. Looked like it hit the post and just bounced away.
Yeah. And a little touch, maybe took it over the line. Anyway, goal kick was awarded. The ball's penned in their own territory, but they got another free kick.
George, even after 6 minutes, just looking, you can think Ireland have opportunities, or will have opportunity to score tonight, because I'm not too sure the Wales lads know this formation. It's 4-3-3, and none of the forwards are going to come back and help at all in midfield. So if Ireland can get at the Welsh defence, they should be able to get some goals.
Doyle, and now Duff. Darren Gibson, licked away from him by Andrew Crofts. And this now is Vaughan, the playmaker for Wales, but that's gone straight to St. Ledger. Whelan. John O'Shea and Glenn Whelan again. And now it's John Walters looking for Doyle. It's an important interception by Eardley. And James Collins sends it back to his goalkeeper. Gary Speed out on the edge of his technical area. Early instructions for his team. James Collins. Won by Clark. Helped on by Duff. Walters. Back to Duff. That was clever by John Walters. And Walters wants it back. And Duff's offered it to him. But James Collins saw the danger coming. Eardley though. Slow. Duff taking advantage. Damien Duff. Gibson wanted at the edge of the box. It's come to King. And now Church, and back it goes to Eardley again. And he's put it out of play. Blackpool right back, Neil Eardley.
Find it difficult to get out Wales. There's not many people looking for the ball, and they're having to go long. Earnshaw's not one who likes to drop off and get the ball to his feet. He likes to run behind centre-backs, and he's going and passing it into Ireland's centre-backs at the moment.
Richard Dunn. Duff trying to get in there, losing out to Eardley, but the referee saw that as a foul challenge, and Damien Duff has stayed down.
One of those awkward balls when it bounces between two players and you don't know what to do. You don't know whether to go for it, but you don't want to pull out and look a coward. They've both gone for it, and Damien Duff has come off worse. A little bit of an elbow in the side of the head. He's not too badly hurt.
No, not too badly hurt at all. And again, Mark Courtney indicates the wait for the whistle. The referee was a player until his other sporting love, motocross, presented him with a rather nasty neck injury. Had to give up the playing. His dad said, why did you take up refereeing? He did. And now he's one of Northern Ireland's top referees. That's Mark Courtney, who's awarded the free kick to Duff, which has been headed away. And Coleman was fouled there. And Robson Kanu was just too vigorous in that challenge. Another free kick, and this time it's an indirect. Foot high.
He was lucky, Coleman. It'd be nasty.
Well, they had to wait for the whistle. The referee was indicating, in fairness to him.
He was unlucky. Don't mind when players are alive like that and they want to take little quick things. If the referee calls them back, he calls them back.
Darren Gibson leaves the scene of the crime. Not that he was involved in the incident that has led to this indirect free kick. Whelan and Duff. It's Whelan, just too high. The rain becoming a little heavier.
Tries to get it round the wall. Got it around the wall, but didn't get anywhere near the target.
Andy King of Leicester City. St. Ledger. Gibson won it back. St. Ledger again. But Vaughan retrieves for Wales. Vaughan once more. This is Andy King. Richard Dunn forced him all the way across and played it out off the Welshman. James Collins ahead of Walters. It's Robson Cannon. Back to Ricketts. Vaughan. King, I should say. King and Crofts have been switching wings, and Vaughan is the man in the middle. Dunn, pressurised by Robson Kanu, back to Gibbon. Whelan, Coleman, awkward one for Seamus Coleman.
The pitch is difficult. You know, it's been raining. The grass is very, very short, and the ball is skidding very quickly off the turf. You've got to be very careful with your passes.
John O'Shea in the challenge, Irish throw. Richard Dunn. Stick long towards Doyle, but James Collins underneath it. Whelan, challenge there. And Crofts. And then it's Robson Kanu against O'Shea. Earnshaw's offered himself. Robson Kanu across very close to Shea Given. As Andy King went sliding in. He's out of position on the right side. Vaughan has to come across. Doyle back for Gibson. Gibson ahead towards Duff, who's offside. Local plates this time.
Darren Gibson has the ball come back to him. First time Glenn Whelan was flying through the middle, not picked up by anybody if he had seen him.
Fetching headgear for the Irish coach. Slightly more conventional from Marco Tardelli alongside him. Do you ever believe he'd be wearing a cap like that? Walters getting the better of Erdley, but now it's Vaughan. Hennessy, imposing figure. Marcus Hahnemann for the goalkeeping spot at Molineux. He's the man at the moment. Walters again winning in the air. Across from the left is Ricketts. St. Ledger holding off Earnshaw. Onto it comes King. Richard Dunn solves the problem. Clark holding off Church. Aston Villa teammate Richard Dunn. Enjoyed that little sleight of foot from Richard Dunn. James Collins in there. It's come to Erdley. And Clark commits the foul on Simon Church, and it's a free kick to Wales. Free kick will be taken by Vaughan. Up from the back, the two Collins. Swung in by Vaughan. James Collins winning the header on the edge of the box. Richard Dunn winning that one. Gibson with the clearance that will go out of play for a throw to Wales. Darren Gibson, only one of the 22 on the pitch who wasn't involved at all for his team at the weekend.
He's not been involved an awful lot all season, has he? I think he's been involved in eight games. Most of them are in the Carling Cup or whatever it's called now.
Robson Canu. It's Crofts, Vaughan, Crofts, and now Eardley. Simon Church. Vaughan made the run. And Vaughan has picked out Church. And Church trying to thread one through there. St. Ledger headed away. James Collins and Neil Eardley. Crofts made a bit of a mess of that. Coleman comes in, and then it's Gibson. And Doyle had peeled away, taken over by Whelan. Coleman continued the run, but the space is for Damien Duff on the left. Gibson. St. Ledger for Whelan, back for St. Ledger. Duff. Walters, Duff, back for Walters, chased into the corner by Eardley. Doyle is in the middle. Eardley made the block, and Walters will let it run for the throw. Earnshaw came in there. And that's out of Church. Walters dispossessed by Vaughan. Away by Eardley. Earnshaw stretching. St. Ledger. And he could have steered it back to Shay Given, but decided that wasn't the option that would best serve his team. So quick turn and forward. Unfortunately, that option didn't serve his team. It's Ricketts now for Wales.
It didn't, but both centre forwards, Walters and Doyle, are both going for the same ball. They both want it in behind the centre backs. One go behind, one come short. It's easier that way. At least the centre back can get it into one player's feet.
O'Shea penalised for this, which brought out a smiling rebuke
yeah,
from the referee.
He was just that little bit late, wasn't he?
Robson Canu, but that already done. Whelan. And it's Coleman against Ricketts, and now to get a throw. Doyle. John O'Shea. James Coleman. Doyle made the space. Danny Collins out of the middle. Doyle's pass intercepted by Ricketts. Vaughan, Robson Canu, and again O'Shea penalised. Crofts, forward for Earnshaw. James Collins. Looking for the run of Earnshaw. John O'Shea is there to guide it back to Shay Given. There's Church. There's King. Earnshaw. Robson Canu. Facing O'Shea, back to help is Coleman. St. Ledger, and then Kieran Clark, the well-placed defensive header. Whelan helping it on. Walters for Whelan again. Coleman moving away to the right. Whelan going on the left for Gibson, and on then for Kevin Doyle. And Doyle for Coleman, and Doyle again, but the touch was a little heavy. And James Collins able to bring it away.
I felt he could have hit it there, Kevin Doyle. It's come back to him nicely off Coleman. I don't know whether he meant to set him up like that, but it was rolling nicely. I thought he should have just gone and tried and whipped it in with his right foot, but he decided to take another touch, and it was too hard.
Doyle. Danny Collins with the challenge, has come free to Coleman. O'Shea. Danny Collins there to head it away. Throw to Ireland.
Good movement by Walters up front. There wasn't much on, and then he made a move in behind the centre back, and it was nearly a great ball from O'Shea, just didn't get there.
Kevin Doyle looking for Walters, cleared away by James Collins. Doyle, and that goes over his Wolverhampton teammate's head and away harmlessly for a goal kick.
Well, we're going through a scrappy period. Nobody can seem to string any passes together, no chances. Goalkeepers have been hardly worked. Both teams need to pick it up, the passing a little bit.
Gary Speed, the Wales manager, in his first outing. Only Ryan Giggs has played more games in the Premier League than Gary Speed. Ironic that two Welshmen should be the most decorated in terms of appearances in the top English division. Past the midpoint of the first half, Dunn plays it forward. Danny Collins getting the better there of Walters, and now it's Vaughan. Sam Ricketts. Danny Collins. John O'Shea, the winner there, but Vaughan to take it over for Wales. Eardley. There's a bend forward. Vaughan again. Church beaten by Kieran Clark. Gibson on for Coleman. A little bit bunched up there. Seamus Coleman, no, held on until there was a man free. That was Kieran Clark. Now it's Walters, but he's beaten by James Collins, bringing his experience to bear there.
I think Seamus Coleman's inexperience showed there, because he just could not see Walters on the right hand side of him, and he only had to roll it in, and Walters was through. He just had another touch too many.
Clark won it, throw to Wales. Seamus Coleman fans' favourite. A good season for Everton. 5 goals. It's clearly the winner against Tottenham at the beginning of last month. Vicious ball that was by Eardley. Wales fortunate to have got out of that with the throw. Ricketts now. Danny Collins. And Vaughan offered the outlet. King. Andy King of Norwich City. Robson Cannon. And from Ricketts, headed away by Clark. And again by Ricketts. Robson Cannon. It's O'Shea who intervenes to end the attack. And Seamus Coleman back in the position he has occupied it right back. Now Duff. Now Ricketts won it back. Robson Cannon. Danny Collins. St. Ledger with the header. And a foul there by Andy King.
I think this is where they were looking for a penalty. And he has a point because Seamus Coleman has dragged him down by the arm as he runs past him. 3 or 4 of them wanted it. It looked like he just had a little piece of him, Seamus Coleman.
St. Ledger. Danny Collins. Doyle. Clark. St. Ledger. And Duff. Duff working hard. Clark too, and it's Clark who comes away with the ball, dispossessing Andy King. Whelan. Gibson. On for O'Shea. Coleman had come in from the wing. O'Shea back. It's Darren Gibson. Coleman. Gibson. One back by Danny Collins. Vaughan onto Earnshaw. Vaughan again. Whelan making life awkward. Eardley hurried the pass. St. Ledger with the clearance. To James Collins. Onto it comes Gibson, who read the bounce of the ball.
Another 2-3 yards forward from Ireland midfielders. They would have just got on it. They're just too far back when the ball's coming out.
Church. He lost the possession in foot of a poor pass from the captain. And he fouls. All the problem is in that particular sequence occasioned by a poor pass from James Collins, which led to possession being given away, and in attempting to prevent Ireland moving forward, he committed the foul on John Walters.
It was a bad pass by Collins, but a very good pass by Kieran Clark, seen it straight away. Once the ball was given away, Clark first time in for Walters, and then Collins was under pressure. He had to give away the free kick.
So it's Darren Gibson towards the back, defended by Ricketts. Robson Canu helping it away off Glenn Whelan, and that'll be a throw to Wales.
Well, that's what Darren Gibson can offer you. From set pieces, he gets balls in very, very good areas. This was unfortunate that it didn't land to any Irish players that could have attacked it a bit better than they did. It was a great ball in. This is the penalty claim. There's the pull on his arm. He feels it's a penalty, Kanu. I'm afraid I think he's right.
So no joy for the Welsh from the referee on that occasion. Earnshaw getting the better of St. Ledger. Robert Earnshaw. Pass Clark and foul by Clark. No protest from the Irish left back.
No, I don't think he could have. Earnshaw quick, up off the ground, quick and away, and Clark comes across. And that's the reason why he's been booked in 7, I think, out of the last 10 Premiership games he's played in. It's not a good tackle. It gives Wales a good chance.
First opportunity they've had, the Welsh. Kieran Clark's foul, offering a free kick. Under 25 metres from the goal. Shea Given, this just his 11th match of the season. 4 for Manchester City, 6 for Ireland. Hasn't played since December in Turin. He lined out for Manchester City against Juventus. And he didn't have to save that one. Earnshaw putting it over the top.
Doesn't matter how many games you play if you don't know how to face free kicks like that. Not a problem to him at all, didn't have to move.
Clark towards Walters. Won by James Collins. On by Crofts. St. Ledger. Shea, Whelan, looking for Duff on the wing, and Duff is in behind Eardley. The old acceleration still there. Damien Duff, Walters up in the air it goes. Doyle couldn't get in there. The Wales have defended it. Eardley, Church, Crofts, and Earnshaw. And goes Church, but Gibson has the legs to get there first.
Good turn of pace from Darren Gibson.
Richard Dunn. Appealing for a handball there. Crofts, but the assistant referee saw it clearly. No decision. Church. St. Ledger and now Whelan. Duff and Clark. When they get back for Wales. Kanu climbed quite high enough to do what he intended to do. Just deliver it in behind John O'Shea and then have a race with him.
Irish players still show a lack of confidence in trying to keep the ball for long periods. You know, every time centre back gets it, there's somebody in midfield will look for it and they decide to go long to the centre forwards. So many times when little balls rolled into midfield, let's try and get something going. Like that from St. Ledger. Just take your time, have a little bit more confidence on it.
Duff, Doyle getting away from Eardley. Still Kevin Doyle. Chance for a shot. Straight to Hennessy. Feels he could have done better than that.
Yeah, first shot in the game, first save the goalkeeper's had to make. But he's got away from Collins and he hasn't struck it as well as he would have liked, and it's straight at Hennessy. But it was a good chance because he's got away, he had space and time to hit it.
offside flag has been raised against John Walters. Kevin Doyle furthest forward, perhaps. It's done. We have to defend it all over again. One shot on target so far, and we've just seen it. Clark's header, putting it out of play. 10 minutes to half time. Aviva is still Republic of Ireland 0, Wales 0. Andrew Crofts, Norwich City. Sam Ricketts of Bolton Wanderers. And it's John O'Shea who gets there ahead of Robson Canu, but that's back towards Robson Canu. Just couldn't get there before the goal line arrived.
Great ball from Vaughan, first time, straight into Canu's feet, and he miscontrols it and it goes out over the line. What a great ball this is. First time, there you go, right to your feet. Miscontrols it. That was a chance. They had 3 men in the box as well. Wales. There's your miscontrol.
It's like Kieran Clark, a former England underage international. Hal Robson Canu. Doyle against James Collins. Slip for Duff. Duff back to Doyle. Duff on the outside. Doyle swing it in. Coleman tried to get the header away. Clark in there. Forward from Clark, but the Irish were retreating from an offside position. St. Ledger forward for Duff. Clever dummy. Walters now. Duff wants it up the line, and he's got it, and he's onside. Doyle's in the middle. Pulled him behind. Doyle. Coleman arriving to try and make something of it. Robson Canu against O'Shea. Coleman challenges. Robson Canu forward in hope towards Earnshaw. Dunn gets it. Now Coleman into the corner against Ricketts. And free kick. Foul by Sam Ricketts and Seamus Coleman.
Good position. Burst of pace from Coleman. Tries to get it in first time, but Ricketts bundles him over. Another good delivery is what we want.
And it'll be Darren Gibson. We've already seen what he's capable of. The ball into a good area. He's got 6 in there in white shirts. Pulled back instead for Coleman. Coleman, and the header by Kieran Clark is just wide. What a debut that would have turned into.
Yeah, and a pass for another debutant as well. Coleman, little chip, Clark, good header. It just drifts wide of the post. Hennessy was not getting there, I don't think. Just too far wide.
Kieran Clark with roots in from Shambo and Donegal, where his Scottish father spent much of his early life. Dunn's header. It's Vaughan. That was Robson Canu. Forward by Danny Collins. Vaughan. Vaughan on now for King. Vaughan again. And Eardley pushing on. Seems to be in two minds of what was required there. Going in Duff. Duff again. Nicely get it out of there. James Collins under pressure from Walters. And if that goes out, it'll be an Irish throw. Collins. The cap's been discarded. Still he awaits his team's first goal. Swung in by Clark. It's going to be John O'Shea on the far side. Coleman. O'Shea back for Coleman against Ricketts. And Ricketts' challenge is good this time.
Yeah, good defending from Ricketts that time. Followed Coleman, got his tackle in.
Wales defend again. Only man up is Earnshaw. Earnshaw stopped by St. Ledger. St. Ledger lost his footing, but still managed to get to the ball.
That was the best header of the night.
It reminded me of a header I saw in the rugby game in France at the weekend. It's funny, it can be unconventional and yet effective. Maybe not quite what was intended, but it worked. It's now Duff. Clark. Coleman. And there's more in the way of an experience perhaps as Seamus Coleman tried to measure the pass to John O'Shea, but just overhit it. Bright start, just 22 years of age. Killybegs in Donegal. And nurtured by Sligo Rovers before the move to Everton. Whelan. And Doyle. And Duff. Gibson. It was not one of his better passes. Whelan, Doyle, and for Coleman, looking for Walters. The flag stayed down, but the pass too high, and James Collins able to head it away. O'Shea. Now it's Gibson. Duff. And then Whelan. Walters chesting it down, but Vaughan was there, saw the danger. Out for Ricketts, challenged by Coleman. Coleman's challenge. The ball went out in Welsh favour. England's general manager, Franco Baldini, in the middle there. England are Wales's next opposition in the European Championship. A tough baptism for Gary Speed. Vaughan. Earnshaw. And Earnshaw, nicely played. Church with a shot and given down to save it. Too hot to hold, but nobody there to take advantage. Shot from Simon Church.
It's took them right up until a few seconds before half-time, but that's Wales' first shot on goal. Shea spills it a little bit, but not enough for it to go in the net. But it was a good move from the Welsh and a good effort.
Now it's Coleman. Well stopped and legally by Crofts. 1 additional minute we're playing at the end of the first half. Challenged by Dunn on King. Danny Collins. Now Earnshaw. Wheel away from St. Ledger. Collided with Glenn Whelan. Down he went, no free kick. It's Damien Duff. Slip forward for Doyle. Now Walters is through the middle. Furthest Irishman forward. And ending with a flourish, it's Kevin Doyle. And it's put away by Danny Collins. And right at the death in the first half, the game has its first corner. Time to take it. Damien Duff will do so. Shea went for the header. It's come out to Robson-Kanu, and that's the last act of the first half. It's a shot apiece. Doyle and then Church at either end of the half. And for Kieran Clark, who captained the England underage teams, it also included Hal Robson-Kanu. First taste of direct opposition for the two who now play in different colours. Half time at the Aviva Stadium. It's Ireland 0, Wales 0. Shane Long is on for Kevin Doyle at the start of the second half. The one change made by Giovanni Trapattoni. And on the Welsh team, Chris Gunter of Nottingham Forest takes the place at right back of Blackpool's Neil Erdney.
It's a pity. I would have liked to see Shane Long going up there alongside Kevin Doyle again. They seem to form a little bit of a partnership in recent games.
The whistle of Mark Courtney, the Dungannon referees, gets the second half going. Wales right to left. Long, and hopefully and unsuccessfully. Just one shot on target for both teams in the first half. What is he looking for from the second half of this team? Macedonia up next month in the European Championship. It's the first involvement for Gunter with the throw-in for Wales. Vaughan. Church failing to control it. At the back from Gary Speed. Walters framing Whelan. Also Shea. Vaughan then forward for Earnshaw. Laid off swiftly for Crofts. Back again towards Earnshaw. O'Shea will win the race. But careless with the clearance, and Robson-Kanu might have taken advantage of it. Whelan. James Collins there ahead of Long, then in goes Coleman. Corner for Wales, bundled over by Whelan, and the referee sees that as a free kick for the Welsh. Vaughan quickly on with it. Robson-Kanu challenged by Dunn. Still free for Coleman. Taking on Ricketts on the outside, but the ball went out of play. Shane Long. Returned from his 16 appearances before tonight, 5 goals. by Crofts. Duff. Tug. Robert Earnshaw means a free kick to Ireland. Gibson. Whelan. Gibson. O'Shea. Coleman. O'Shea again. Richard Dunn. Walters. Collins able to put it out. Now for Gibson. Pushing the header to Duff. On for Walters. Long in the middle. It's John Walters. Walters opening for a shot. Straight at Hennessy.
Got the opening again. Good quick feet. Getting it across his body. Good ball in from Duff when Walters turns inside. He gets himself a half a yard. Now, he just hits it straight at Hennessy. He's got to find one side of the other, or the other of the goalkeeper if he wants to score.
Drizzle continues unabated. Gibson. And Whelan's persistence broke it free for Long. The first time goal by Gibson for Duff. Walker's a bit pompous there. Robson can. Earnshaw. Earnshaw pushed over by O'Shea. The referee says that wasn't a foul. Whelan past the challenge of Crofts. And Whelan for Duff. And Walker's ahead of him. Damien Duff running at Gunter. Damien Duff still. And a chance here for Long perhaps. Oh, that was a chance because there was a lot of the goal for Dwayman. And he put it too high.
For a lad who's scored an awful lot of goals lately, this is a great opportunity to score more. Duff, good ball in the end. Now he's just got to hit the target. And it rises too much. A great break from the Irish. Duff into his feet. Long hit it. Should hit the target from 10 yards out.
That was at the other end. Earnshaw falling, challenged by O'Shea, and the referee said no. That seemed to be a foul by Walters on James Collins. So Wales can push forward after an early onslaught from Ireland, a chance to move the theatre operations into the Irish half, but not like that. Free kick. Poor, and Gunter couldn't control it, and it's a throw in. Sean St. Ledger. Somebody has decided to come onto the pitch. Two interlopers. What's in the mind of somebody who does that is hard to imagine. Is this some kind of badge of honour that you can now say, I was on the pitch during an international?
Drinking on an empty head, George.
Richard Dunn. Aim towards long. Couldn't quite get the chance that he wished, and Gunter was sent it away. Forward there by Richard Dunn. Long. And now Duff. Damien Duff still has the tricks to find himself a room. And forward for Coleman, but that was well read by Ricketts. And the clearance has gone forward to Church. He should surely have done better than that. Easy for Shay Given. Whelan. That was a foul by Darren Gibson, who said name is going to be taken. Challenge on Andy King.
Challenge just frustrated. Darren Gibson throws himself in late on that one. Deserved the booking.
Kick taken by Crofts. Played away by Walters. Ricketts. Challenged by Coleman. Stood by Seamus Coleman. We saw that the defender was being a little lackadaisical and he closed him down, and the back pass had to go all the way back to goal. Ricketts again, now Vaughan. And Ricketts. Coleman busying himself once more. It's out for a throw to Wales. Whelan. On the flailing legs. Control it. The throw-in has been awarded out his way. Sean St. Ledger, 10 minutes in the second half done. Damien Duff. Whelan. Oh, might come to Duff. And Hennessy saves again. There was half a chance. Duff had gambled, had gone on, and got free.
Seemed to just stumble when the ball come through to him. The ball in from Whelan. Long gets a little flick. Duff seems to fall over just before he hits it. Might get a better view over here. There's a little stumble there. He just can't get his feet out of the way. Straight at Hennessy.
Nice turn by Long. And Duff is fouled. The outstretched leg of Andrew Crofts.
Well, he's looked the sharpest stuff most of the night. He looks to be the most likely one that can change the game.
Keith Fahey is going to be introduced. It's Coleman now, lay off by Walters. Coleman again, it comes off Ricketts. Walters can retrieve. O'Shea. That's Coleman. Richard Dunn had been up with the attack for the free kick. Coleman again. O'Shea just there ahead of Robson Kanu. And that's for Walters. Smart turn. Again, straight at the goalkeeper. But the shots on target quotient is rising.
Yeah, starting to get a few shots on target now, the Irish. They're keeping the ball better. They're getting further up the pitch, better passes. Good strike from Walters, easy save from Hennessy.
Robson Kanu. And then Andy King. All of a tangle. The second Irish substitution. And it's the end of Seamus Coleman's debut. Keith Fahey makes his entrance. Seamus Coleman now has a cap. Keith Fahey, another goal in Armenia, the start of the European campaign. Duff. Clearance by James Collins, but onto it comes Clark. Here on Clark. Duff. Whelan. Fahey. Stopped. At the expense of the throw. Gibson, Whelan, Gibson with a shot. Oh, that's special! That is absolutely terrific, and that, by the way, will go down in the record books as Darren Gibson's first international goal.
What a strike! We've seen him do it before, and he gets it out of his feet. You think and hit it, and he didn't let anybody down. What a strike! Top corner, keeper got no chance. Great striker of a football, Darren Gibson. You talk about what does he bring to the table. That's what he does now and again.
That was really special. He knew what he wanted to do, and the execution was absolutely perfect. Wayne Hennessy had no chance. And the Aviva net bulged, and Darren Gibson has put Ireland in front right on the hour.
Well, they were starting to put the Welsh under a lot of pressure. It seemed as if it was only a matter of time before a goal come, but I don't think we expected such a good one. What a great strike.
Well, you can be perfectly sure that will have pride of place in the DVD collection back home for Darren Gibson. As Wales make another substitution, Joe Ledley is the man who's coming on in place of David Vaughan of Blackpool. Joe Ledley now with Celtic. Can Ireland go on from here? Fahey against Gunter. Gibson. Duff, presence of Robson Kanu, made it awkward for him. Sam Ricketts. Ricketts pushed over by Duff, it's a free kick to Wales. Now, have they got an answer for that magnificent strike by Darren Gibson? Ricketts free kick. Congestion in the centre of the penalty area, and a goal kick is the outcome. He's a man with a powerful shot, as we've been saying, and that was absolutely superb.
Right in the side net, isn't it? The keeper's never saving it. Great technique. Darren Gibson hitting balls from long distance.
Fahey. Shane Long did the needful there. Just headed away by Danny Collins. Gibson. Fahy. Gibson certainly playing with a spring in his step. But the pass was a little short for John O'Shea. And it's now Robson Kanu taking on Richard Dunn, who's determined he wasn't going to get past. And Dunn brings all his experience to bear and sees it away.
Yeah, great defended, from Richard Dunn. Sussed out the danger very quickly, cool head, and got it away.
Big kick to Wales coming up. Can deliver with accuracy into the penalty area. It's congested in there. As Arnold swung in towards Danny Collins. Clearance by Kieran Clark. In comes James Collins. Richard Dunn off his head, and Shea Given scampers to prevent the corner kick. Back there by Andy King, and helped out by Ledley. King forward. Church gonna have a go, and Shea Given had to get down. Didn't touch it, but was guarding the post. And Simon Church reckons that Shea Given had a touch on that.
You would have thought the linesman on the far side could see it, but he flagged straight away for a goal kick. I think it looks like we've got a little touch on it.
Shea Given none too concerned. Getting on with the goal kick. Touch on by Long. James Collins opting for safety. And having a word with the goalkeeper there for not coming out to assist him. Eddie Eastwood, another Welsh striker who burst on the scene seasons ago, was perhaps to be the next to be introduced.
And to my old club Southend, scored goals down there as well.
Oh, Walters, persistence pays. Shane Long, chance here, and Damien Duff makes it 2. Crafted by Walters, assisted by Long, and finished by Duff. And that's 2 goals in 7 minutes, which should surely decide the outcome.
And the mistake, it looks like by Gunter. He was messing around with the ball in the box. And Walters puts him under a lot of pressure. Gets a little touch on it, rolls it across for Long, who miskicks it. And Duff slots it away very well with his right foot. But Gunter has got to deal with this. He's got to get it away. This is international football. If you make a mistake, this is what happens. 2-0 for Ireland.
Walters, credit him, he's the man who's in the side in the absence of Robbie Keane, and he certainly made his presence felt. Freddie Eastwood meanwhile has come on as Ireland celebrate for the youngster on the wing, Hal Robson-Kanu. Eastwood now of Coventry City. Glenn Whelan playing it off with O'Shea. Well, 2 goals have brought the crowd to life. They've been quiet in the rain, now they're singing.
Ireland come out second half with a different attitude, didn't they? They started getting more men forward, they started passing the ball better, putting a bit more pressure on the Welsh. And they've got their just rewards.
Duff, I think on the basis of his performance, he deserves a goal. He's looked sharp, he's showing that he's still got pace, and he was in the right place at the right time to finish that off. Whelan. Interception by King. Out for the throw to Wales. Sloppy by Wales there. St. Ledger. Given hits it towards Walters. And Danny Collins the winner. And Walters is just a little bit too big for the challenge in Andrew Crofts. Eastwood. And Eastwood showed too much of the studs to Glenn Whelan. Free kick to Ireland. First match in charge for Gary Speed, with England to come next month in the European Championship. And 2 goals down at the Aviva Stadium.
Probably now realises the huge task he's took on. With England coming up also, can't be too happy at the moment. His team have not really performed, especially in the second half. I'm sure he was expecting a bit more than he's got tonight.
Push in the back by John O'Shea on Freddie Eastwood. Free kick to Wales. And with instructions fresh from the iPad, it's a substitution of Damien Duff by Andy Keogh. And this is the goal that crowned Damien Duff's 86th international appearance. He'd had an opportunity a little before that, but just stumbled as he shot. But that's got him back on the gold standard. International goal number 8. He's replaced by Andy Keogh. Sure that won't be the last of the substitutions. 20 minutes to go. Walters putting pressure on Danny Collins. James Collins there ahead of Shane Long and Gunter. Back to Hennessy as Long arrived. And Keogh. And well played by Walters. He has been busy, energetic, a nuisance to Wales. Richard Dunn there ahead of Earnshaw. Clip on by Shane Long. And Danny Collins has to stretch to deny Walters.
Yeah, lucky he got a touch on Collins because Walters was away.
Shane Long. Walters back for Whelan. And for O'Shea. O'Shea looking for Walters. Danny Collins with the header away. Dunn leaving Earnshaw in his wake. Kieran Clark. St. Ledger. straight down the middle. Flick on there by Walters, who was under severe pressure from Danny Collins. Ricketts, Ledley. Again. King with Ricketts. Whelan putting the pressure on. Richard Dunn getting the letter of Earnshaw. Eastwood. Earnshaw. King. Just puts the pressure on. Ricketts got away from Keogh. Still Sam Ricketts. He's forced the corner.
First threat from Wales in the second half. It's whether they can get good cross in from the corner with a substitution imminent for Ireland.
Paul Green, Derby County, 17th of the championship. Step up to the Aviva. And action against Wales as the corner is taken by Joe Ledley. Firmly headed away by Richard Dunn for another one. Ledley once again, Whelan first there. 3 in a row. A minute ago Wales hadn't had a corner. And they've had 3. Ledley to the back post. O'Shea against James Collins. Hunter having a go. And again it comes from Crofts. Thrown away by Fahy, and now it's Shane Long. Keogh running ahead of him. Oh, poor by Shane Long, given straight to Collins. Collins now to Eastwood. Kieran Clark decisively in. And here's the introduction of Andy Keogh for Glenn Whelan. Here's the introduction of Paul Green for Glenn Whelan. St. Major. By Crofts. By Eastwood. Gunter. Fahy challenges Church. Tackled by Keith Fahy. The hunger is still there in the Irish. 14 minutes to go. Straight out for Fahy. Danny Collins. James Collins. Round long. Ledley. Ricketts. That was an idea that didn't quite work out for Andy King.
They pass it well enough to Welsh until they get into the forward third of the pitch, and then there's not much idea of what to do up that end.
Premier League experience at the back, but the further forward you go, the less the endorsement is ringing. And Robert Earnshaw in trouble. The run is by Andy Keogh. The flag stayed down, and Hennessy has gone to gather it in.
It's a great run from Keogh. Fahey has to play a better ball. You know the ground is slippy. You just got to dink it over the top of them in the air and let it just bounce soft. But he played it too hard. It's run straight through to the goalkeeper.
Crofts. Freddie Eastwood. Ricketts was just caught wrong-footed as that came through. And Wales have another substitution to make. Jermaine Easter is the man coming on, and the man he'll replace is Robert Earnshaw. Jermaine Easter, late call-up, Crystal Palace striker. And the withdrawals began for Wales. Fruitless night for Robert Earnshaw. And for Ireland, Mark Wilson is about to make his entrance. Another Stoke City player. Straight down the middle from Shea Given. Walters against Collins. Clearance by Gunter. And there was an offside flag as Freddie Eastwood had come back from an offside position. And now the third new cap of the evening going to make his entrance. Clark and Coleman began, and this is Mark Wilson, who'll take the place of the first goal scorer, Darren Gibson. The man from Derry departs. And for the first time in an Irish international, the man from Achigallan, just outside Lurgan, Mark Gibson, comes on. Mark Wilson, I should say, Darren Gibson having gone off. Mark Wilson is on in his place for a first cap.
That's all. The midfield now changed. 4 across the middle, all different from the start.
Oh, free kick on the edge of the box, foul on Walters. Position again. Referee Courtney indicates good for the whistle. And Keith Fahey waits. Beside the ball is Andy Keogh. And Mark Wilson is the player to the left. Fahey, it's 3. Perfectly executed. Hennessy had his wall up. He was supposed to have the spare part covered, but Keith Fahey found that corner of the goal to beat the keeper.
Yeah, Hennessy for me is right behind the wall. You know, he's left a huge gap there for Keith Fahey to put the ball in. Terrible from the goalkeeper, but Fahey, what a great free kick, bent it in. Wasn't in the original 29, but he gets his goal on the night when he comes on.
And that to add to the one in Armenia. His second for Ireland. And Sam Ricketts goes off for Wales. And on in his place is Lewin Nyatanga.
Substitution for Wales, number 21, Lewin Nyatanga. Facing number 3, Sam Ricketts.
It's nice to see Ireland scoring a few goals. 3 goals The Aviva Stadium, nice at any time.
On there by Ledley. This is now Easter. And that was Crofts. And Keogh puts it out for a corner.
Good defending by Ireland. The minute Croft got on the ball, you had 4 Ireland defenders closing down within a yard or 2 of the ball, and they stopped the shot. Great defending.
Corner from Ledley. And defended again, this time by Green. Church denied. Corner number 5 for Wales, which is the only place they've been racking up the numbers. Ledley once more. Header by Wilson. Wilson again in the way. James Collins losing out to Keogh. Helped on by Niatanga. Now a chance of a quick break here. Paul Green feeding Andy Keogh. Keogh dwelling rather long on it. He's fouled eventually by Ledley. And another change for Ireland. This is the final substitution, their 6th. Darren O'Dea takes the place of John O'Shea. That was 6 minutes to go. So substitutions completed by Giovanni Trapattoni.
Darren O'Dea's gone in as centre back. Sean St. Ledger's just filled in at right back now for John O'Shea.
St. John's Son getting an outing now for the first time of the evening. Ireland at 3-0 up. Keogh losing out to Crofts. Challenge by Green is deemed a foul. Wales can make one more substitution. 6 on. 5. James Collins. Collins again. Danny Collins. Even at this late stage, they should hold themselves up well. Well, still probe, protecting their 3-goal advantage. Ledley combined with Eastwood, can't find a way through. We're back in the first half again, just no way through.
Shane Long just drops in to midfield. Block up some avenues. Wales are finding it very, very difficult to get through the Irish.
Indeed, the ball has come free to Eastwood, blocked by Richard Dunn. And back with Crofts for Wales. James Collins. Straight through to Wilson. Gunter. Ledley. James Collins. And Crofts. Keeping their shape to the end. 2.5 minutes to go. Eastwood. Under pressure, Dunn releasing Long. Andy Keogh on the wing, Long and Walters in the middle. Green arrived too, but it was acrobatically cleared by James Collins. Ledley. Eastwood. On for Gunter. Have to get the men back now. Ledley. James Collins. Pumped away by OD. Well, for Gary Speed, it's been a chastening introduction to international management. After a pretty turgid first half, things exploded for Ireland when they went at the Welsh after the break with more purpose, and they've been rewarded with the 3 goals. Gibson, Duff and Fahy. We're in the final minute now of this opening match of the inaugural Carling Nations Cup. And it's going to be first blood to the Irish. Eastwood. Four additional minutes. I have to say a little bit pernickety on the part of the referee. The game's over as a contest.
I suppose there was 11 substitutions.
Exactly, that's 5.5 minutes of additional time. Anyway, 4 it is. There'll be another goal in it. Green. Long chasing. Out of play.
It's Kieran Clark, your left back, playing an outside right position for the moment.
He must be happy with the way they did change it up for half-time.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be particularly happy with the first half performance. You know, it wasn't very good by both teams. First half, 2 shots on goal, one from the Welsh in the last seconds of the first half. The way Ireland come out second half, he must have been very impressed with it. They got on with the job, they passed the ball, they closed down, the Welsh were under pressure, and they scored 3 goals, which he'll be very pleased about.
Niatanga, Ledley, Niatanga. Eastwood. Danny Collins. Easter. Challenged by Dunn, helped on by Wilson. And now it's Fahy. Wide then. St. Ledger moving forward. It's come down for long. Completely miscued. St. Ledger couldn't bring it under control. Cleared away by Ledley, and now it's Freddie Eastwood. Here's challenge. Looked a bit like a foul intervention, but the referee didn't say. And so the game goes on, and it's Andy Keogh. Wilson. St. Ledger. Church. Gunter. Eastwood. Ledley. Tanga. King, James Collins, and on to Gunter. Game in its final additional minute. 29th minute of the second half. Stuck forward by Danny Collins, but too long for the man in front, Jermaine Easter. Shea Given has one more goal kick, and Gary Speed can ruminate on what his options are for next month when his team face England in the next game, in his first competitive game in the European Championship.
Well, the likes of Bellamy and Gareth Bale will certainly help if they're fit.
Keogh still looking sharp. Wilson for St. Ledger. Shane Long, challenged by Danny Collins. But there's the final whistle. Handshakes all round. Gary Speed's first game as international manager ends in defeat for Giovanni Trapattoni. A very satisfactory evening in the end.
Yeah, satisfactory in the end. As I said, first half wasn't the best, but a good second half performance from Ireland. Passed it well, created chances. For me, Kieran Clark first half, some very, very good defensive headers on the back post. Seamus Coleman looked the threat down the right hand side as well. So all in all, a good night for the Irish.
Third new cap in Mark Wilson. A first international goal for Darren Gibson, followed by goals from Duff and from a free kick from Keith Fahey. And the inaugural Carling Nations Cup game ends in a victory for the Republic of Ireland. Ireland 3, Wales 0.